What happens to your vagina when you stop having sex? Is the rule of use it or lose it actually true? And if it is true, does it apply to all? Yes, women go through dry spells in the bedroom for a couple of reasons. Perhaps they are busy, they are single, they are religious, or probably taking some time off. Either ways, taking a long break can affect your body in a number of ways, and we will be looking at them right now. Hi everyone, my ladies and gentlemen. If today is the first time here, thank you so much for stopping by. And to all my returning subscribers, you are super loved. Welcome to this channel where we discuss everything reproductive health and women's health. So if this is something you're interested in, please hit on that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so that each time we upload a new video, you will be the first to know. So in today's video, we'll be discussing what happens to your vagina when you stop having sex. We're going to be busting all those myths behind this topic. Also, we'll find out if being a virgin or prolonged abstinence is the cause of your painful periods. Again, we'll be looking at the concept of secondary virginity. Is there anything like that? Again, we'll be seeing the relationship between prolonged abstinence and urinary tract infection. Also, we'll be finding out the relationship between your birth control tips, your birth control pills, or rather, how your birth control pills affect your vaginal health. All right. So before we continue, I want to give a special shout out to all the virgins in the house. Okay, I respect your big decisions. I respect this your big decision, and you guys are the real MVP. So I give it to you. All right. What happens to your vagina when you don't have sex for a very long period of time? Let's say for several months or even years. What happens? Nothing. However, prolonged abstinence could cause the tissues in the vagina to become tighter, they thin out, and they are now more prone to bruises and cords, which can even result in vaginal bleeding. And the vagina will now lose its elasticity. If you're premenopausal, that is, you have not yet attained menopause, you are still of reproductive age, this loss of elasticity could be temporal. Remember from our previous video, we said the vagina is like a closed muscular elastic tube that opens only when something is about passing through it or when something is about to come out through it. So this loss of elasticity in women who are still not yet at the age of menopause could be temporal, in the sense that their body is still in active production of estrogen. This estrogen ensures that they rejuvenates the area and ensure its lubrication and proper elasticity. So it is not a cause of concern, as this elasticity would be regained as soon as activity is commenced. But in the postmenopausal counterparts, that is women who have now attained menopause, this loss of elasticity could be permanent. Why? Because of the decline in estrogen level production. Not just because of the prolonged abstinence, but because of this hormone is no longer the way it should, because they have attained menopause. For postmenopausal women who are looking forward to attaining certain level of elasticity, the rule of use it or lose it might apply here. But the good news here is there are a variety of lubricants out there in the stores that you can still use and get what you want. I have a video where I talked about I have one of my videos, I'm going to include the link in the description box, where I talked about different gels you can use to get appropriate lubrication, both for women who are trying to conceive and women who are not trying to conceive. All right, so what is secondary virginity or born again virginity? Is it possible to become a virgin again, or because of prolonged abstinence? All right, so first of all, I want to say secondary virginity is just the choice to abstain from sexual intercourse for a very long period of time. Remember, we already said that once there's prolonged abstinence, the area becomes prone to cuts and bruises. So at the end of the day, you don't, because you saw some bruises, you saw some bleeding, you think you became a virgin again. No, there is no such thing. Once the hymen is cut, once the hymen is torn, it can never grow back. Then, being a virgin or prolonged abstinence, is it the cause of your painful periods? Is it the reason why you're experiencing painful periods? No. Do not allow anyone to cajole you into going into something you are not yet ready for. All right. I remember during our secondary school days, some already spoiled girls in a bid to drag others into their mess. I mean, they wouldn't want to be spoiled alone. They want to drag others into what they are going through already. Tend to tell other girls, more vulnerable girls, that the reason why they're experiencing painful periods is because they're not yet sexually exposed. I want to say there is nothing like that. In my opinion, it is not true. It is not true. Yes, it is okay for periods to be a little bit discomforting, to be a little bit painful, especially in the first 1 or 2 days. But lack of sexual exposure is not the cause, is not the reason. However, if you do get very painful periods that prevent you from going about your normal days activity, I think it is time to speak with your doctor, because there are other causes of painful period, from endometriosis to adenomyosis and some other causes. I think this is going to be another topic on its own. We're going to set aside a day. We're going to be discussing the causes of painful periods and their remedies without drugs. All right. Okay. So, does prolonged abstinence affect your fertility or your ability to conceive in the future? No, it doesn't. Certain things that can affect your fertility include being overweight, your age, lack of sleep, poor sperm quality, hormonal problems, blocked or damaged fallopian tubes, wide range of infections, stress, smoking, including passive smoking. Do not stay or be near people who are smoking, because you are smoking as well. It is called passive smoking. And then environmental factors amongst other causes. So if you have had 1 year of regular intercourse and you have not yet conceived, it is the right time to go see your doctor, so that you start on time and find out what the problem is. Okay, all right. How about birth control pills? How does it affect your vaginal health? You know, by the time you're starting on a birth control routine, it affects you, such as gaining weight, poor sleep, and some other things. All right. So does removal of birth control pills likely going to affect you, and especially all these hormonal based birth control pills. Once anyone has to do with estrogen, you know, estrogen is responsible for your lubrication. Once it has to do with estrogen, certainly it has to, it's going to affect you. How is it going to affect you? It's going to lead to vaginal dryness. There are so many reasons why sex may not be important for someone, or why a person may decide to avoid it. All right, there is absolutely nothing wrong with you if you decide not to have sex. There are a couple of ways that you can still meet your needs and your values even without having it. I know a lot of people will cajole you, tell you you're going to die, a lot of things from it will kill you, you're going to grow cobwebs in your vagina and all of it. I mean, all those things are not true. Just do you and be happy. And I'll see you in my next video. So thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't, and join this family. Thank you.